Hello everyone, welcome back to Infinite Reviews. I'm your hostess with the mostest, as Beetlejuice would say, Adam, and I'm co-owner of Infinite Collectibles here in Paducah, Kentucky. And today, I'm going to be taking a look at and reviewing and comparing and doing all that fun stuff, some Motu figures that have, I'm not going to say they've just come out, but they are fairly recent. Notably, you can see the 40th anniversary. Now you can see that they have the 40th anniversary tag up in the corner there. 80s Adventures there. We have for you today Many Faces, Clawful, and Tri-Klops, all from the cartoon collection. One of my very favorite collections. In fact, this collection, this whole thing going on has got me to spend a ridiculous amount of money that ordinarily I wouldn't spend because, damn it, these are these versions of the characters that I have the nostalgia for. Some of us, we have the nostalgia for the action figures, because they are different. And some of us have nostalgia for the cartoon, and some of us have nostalgia for both. And this hits all of those marks. I, though, am just thrilled to have these cartoon versions. Let's take a look at them. So first up is Clawful, and he is in this awesome retro packaging. I love it. I love it. I love that it says 80s Adventures up there. You get Clawful, warrior with the grip of evil. Man, I'm excited about this figure because I always wondered why he didn't match, why the cartoon couldn't match the action figure. And this is one of those that really got to me. Really nice box, as you can see here, made by Mattel. We've got that classic Masters of the Universe on the back. On the back side of the card, however, we get this is so. What I like about this cartoon collection is the accessory featured here, the Horn of Evil. So this is from Driel's Return, which is an episode that actually first introduces Clawful. So Clawful and Tri-Klops team up and they steal the Horn of Evil from the Trollans. Really good episode. You guys should check it out. We get the cross sell here: Webster, Evil Lyn, Spikor, and Clawful. Twist into powerful battle positions. I love it. I love this cartoon collection. I hear that Filmation thing like every time I look at it. I know that was an awful rendition. Here we get the legalese. Mattel empowering generations through play. I love it. Made in Vietnam. There's all the legal good stuff. Here's your barcode if you're interested. All recyclable. Man, this is one of my favorites. Like I said, I'm ready to open it up. Okay, so let's see here. How am I going to get this guy open exactly? There he is. Very simple, very basic. I love this line. Man, it's just so basic. That's the best word for it. He did come with a comic book, a mini comic, classically Honor Among Thieves. I always end up cutting the shit out of them when I'm cutting through. That's why I have to use a Sawzall to get into these plastic bits. But so I always end up cutting stuff, and that's okay. The mini comic, it's a nice 4-page. Ooh, it's got Stinkor in it and Spikor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, 5-page comic featuring everyone's favorite Clawful, and then there's the cross sell on the back. You also get some instructions on removable parts: the head, the arms, the hands, the boots, and the boots and the feet are together. So, and also it looks like you can break them apart at the middle, which yep, just like that. I typically don't do that too often, but hey, it doesn't seem to hurt them. Very cool. Instructions not needed. Out of the way. All right, on to the Horn of Evil. This is pretty much exactly what we see in the episode, and I have to say, it's Clawful's first appearance, and he has such a great voice. I don't know who the voice actor is. I love the voice. It has that effect on it, like you're talking through a spring. I really dig it. This is pretty much exactly Driel's little brother plays this horn and causes all kind of shit, which is a typical Motu storyline. This is really cool. The only thing it doesn't have is a little sheet music that pops out of it that lets them reverse everything, but that's fine. I'm not really worried about the Horn of Evil. Let's take a look at Clawful himself, though. This thing, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's simple lines. It has the head that I remember. You know, this is the thing is about Clwaful is in the cartoon, you know, he was all red. And when you get the figure, he's wearing like armor and he has like the big claw hand, which I love. Don't get me wrong. I kind of wish this thing had the big claw hand. But you know, you could click it and snap, snap, snap. And it was really cool. But just, this is completely different than that. Let's go over the articulation, then we will compare him to the old school Clwaful. I love this head sculpt though. Look at that head sculpt. It's beautiful. He's like a dragon man. He's like, I don't know. There's just something really awesome about that head sculpt. I love the like the fins going back and everything. His head is on a ball joint. As you can see there's the ball. There's the bottom of the head. It does move in the neck, and then the head also moves on that. So you get some side to side. You get some up, not a lot of up, but you get some up, down, not a lot, some side to side. And he's got all kinds of 360 degrees there. The head feels a little loose. Oh well. All right, coming out to the shoulders, they go 360 degrees. Wow, the head's really loose. I'm not so impressed. That's okay though. 360 degrees on the shoulders. They do have a pin coming out. They are removable as well. There's the pin. You can see that. That's exactly how they work. Pin into a hinge. There's the ball in there. Stick that in. And that's how they work. So come up to that far. They do go all the way around like we saw. They do have a swivel here at the elbow, which is nice. And then they come up. They have a hinge there as well. Out straight. There's all the way bent. Coming out to the wrist, they are on a swivel, which is a little pin there, which, yep, there's the pin, as you can see, and there's the hinge, there's the hole. This is not, it's not removable. Sometimes that kind of stuff's removable. I do think it's funny, I think it's funny that the hinge allows them to go in and out instead of up and down. I mean, I guess it depends on how you turn them. I guess he could be walking around like, he'd be walking around like this, up and down. Yeah, you know, sure. I think it maybe should go all directions for it to be totally accurate. That's okay though. I do love this simple armor, like I've already said. He does spin 360 degrees. So like I've already showed you, he does come apart at the midsection. Coming down, we've got the legs. They are on balls there. You can see the joint up in there, up in his little furry panties. They come out, his legs come out that far, they go forward that far, and they go back that far. Yeah, back that far. Sorry. And they do, that's this little bit of swivel they have. You can see that there. Not too bad. Coming down to the knee, they do turn at the knee, and then they also rotate at the boot. The knee does have that much. Coming down that much, coming down, they do have a hinge for ankle and a forward-facing rocker for tilt. Very posable, very nice. So here's the thing that I want to really look at though. Here is Clwaful. This is cartoon Clwaful. This is original action figure Clwaful. And like I was saying about that claw, I mean, it's awesome. Right? They all had an action feature. It's so badass, really cool. Look at the heads though. I was always just blown away by this Clwaful's head. It's just so, you know, not this. I guess it's an attempt at it. And as we know now that this was based on concept for this, and that's great. You can see the total difference in the armor here. Totally different on the back. I love the shoulder straps that cross. I didn't mention that. I do love the blue trunk. See, it's just different enough that I was always kind of confused on how this guy was supposed to be this guy. And I know maybe for some of you it's not that way, but for me it totally was. He's got the blue boots, the skin tone, you know, just everything. This is what I wanted, and this is what we had. And now they're like two different characters kind of. Oh well, let's move on. Next up, we have Tri-Klops. Why? Because he's one of my very favorites. I love this action figure. I used to play with it all the time when I was a kid. When I was bringing him in the door, I did run into the door with it and just completely separate it. So, boop, there he is. He comes out. I do love this packaging. I like that it features everyone's favorite Hordak there. I love the 40th anniversary. That's really the only big difference is the card on the back. He's loose. He's already very loose. On the back, we get the Royal Cousin, which is where we saw the, what is this thing called? The Rock Softener, which is what he's holding here. Very cool. Hordak and Manny Faces in this wave as well. There's all your legal stuff and your barcode. But, you know, I'm ready to get this thing open. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's see if I can get him out of here. Fresh out the package. Man, there is Tri-Klops. I love it. Again, with the comic book. This time I didn't fuck it up because it was already open. Slime Lord, part 2 of the Horde Invasion. Pretty cool. Looks like he's from the, you know, the slime pit thing that Hordak has there. Hordak Drizzler. There he is. Nice little mini comic there. Very cool. I should probably read this. It'll probably be pretty fun. There's the cross sell with all the good stuff. And then, of course, the little instruction booklet that shows you everything. Like it's removable. Hands, arms, head, boots, midsection. All right, cool. Let's look at the accessory. The Rock Softener. Not very well done. Not even straight. It doesn't even really, like... It's two really shittily put together pieces of plastic there. Not very well done. Mine's not very well done. That's okay. I don't really care. It's cool that it comes from that classic episode, but other than that, I'm probably never going to mess with it. This is what I'm here for. I do wish it would have came with that sword, that cactus sword. You know, like I loved that old school cactus sword. This one, you know, even for what it is, the toy collection, this one is very similar to the original toy as well. And as we can see here, bringing him in, I mean, other than the eyes, he's very similar. Now let's take a look at this one. He does have the spinning Tri-Klops vision there, which is cool. You turn it to that one, turn it to that one, the triangle, square, or the circle, which I love that. I love that about the show. He has the lips. Like everything about this sculpt is so beautiful. I love it. Turning around the back, the armor's perfect. I mean, he's just a He-Man body basically with that green armor on, and you can see that right here. They've just painted the bracers orange to make it stand out. Gave him this piece of armor here. It's just He-Man. It's so awesome. The belt, everything's the same. I love this. I love this old school figure. I love this new one. This one, there's his evil eyes, which actually are pretty cool. I like these better. The eyes are better on the old school, but the face, you know what? It's similar. Honestly, this is very similar to this, and this was also what we got in the cartoon. So this one was never so bad to me, but damn it, I fucking love this thing. Like Tri-Klops is one of my favorites of Skeletor's goons, and man, this thing's awesome. I mean, you guys, the only thing that really happens here any different is that head spins, and then the articulation, the shoulder straps kind of, oh yeah, see, the shoulder armor kind of gets in the way of the articulation spinning around. As you can see, it is soft, but it just kind of keep it from going all the way around, and that's really the only major difference that this thing has. So I say we move on to Manny Faces. So same basic card as Tri-Klops, has that Hordak in the background there, very cool. Got the 40th anniversary of He-Man there. What are you guys thinking about what we're seeing coming out about the movie? I'm kind of tentatively excited, but then I'm trying not to get too excited because it has a high capacity for suckage. This thing's awesome. On the back, you get the cross-sell, you get the mystery of Manny Faces, which he's an actor. I remember that he's an actor in the cartoon, so this is pretty cool. I remember this episode because of these little people. I can't remember what they're called, but damn it, this really brings me back. So you turn, he's human. Turn, he's a robot. Turn, he's a monster. Woo, he's Manny Faces. Cool cross-sell. All that blah, blah, blah information there, and there's the barcode for anyone that needs it. Let's get him out. Out, out, out. All right, again, here he is. This is everything that he comes with because Manny Faces needs no accessories except that little shitty blaster he used to come with. You guys remember that thing? There's the comic. It's the exact same as what came with Tri-Klops, except that I screwed it up because I used the knife and it ripped it apart. We also get these instructions with all the removable bits. We also know that It says that his whole head is removable, so I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see. I don't know if I'll take it apart. Should I take it apart? I guess I should take it apart. Let's check it out, though. Very cool, very neat. I love this. This one, again, a lot like Tri-Klops. This one looks a lot like that toy. It really is very similar. I'm going to go ahead and just bring it out because who doesn't want to see the original, right? Very, very similar. Let me turn him to the monster head. I mean, look at the monster heads. I mean, they're very similar. I like it. The coloration is awesome. It's spot on. You know, a lot of them use the same legs. Like, I'm pretty sure that these are Trapjaw's legs. This one has its own kind of sculpt there. Very nice. That's probably, see these little spots? That's me being rough getting them out of the package because, you guys, I'm kind of like a hammer and an anvil. Like, if you should use Q-tips and you know, cotton swabs, I am a hammer and an anvil, and I cannot help it. That's just how I am. Very cool, though. Very nice comparison here. These guys are very similar. I really like this. This is really nice. This is very nice. This is one of my favorite characters. I love the fact that he has the well, see, it's not exactly the same because if you notice there, so you have the man face, right? Man face, monster face, not robot, and then yeah, so they're not exactly the same. I don't know why they wouldn't have bothered just to make that the same, but it is very cool, very similar. This one absolutely based on the cartoon episode, and you know, until I went back and rewatched it, I did not remember that he was an actor. Totally makes sense because he's an actor, why he would do the things that he does. Same articulation all the way around, nothing in the way there. I'm really, you know what, let's just see. All right, shoulder, arms out, and then head. Oh, wait, I see it. So look here. Let's see here. Oh, so it unstraps, and then wow, look at that. There it is. There's the, there it is, all taken apart there. It's really neat. It's got a mechanism up in there, a square mechanism that this catches on and makes it turn. Very cool. I like it. See if I can ever put it back together. From the back, let's clip in the back here. Bam, 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 bam. Very nice. I am so tickled with this cartoon collection, you guys. You have no idea how much joy this cartoon collection brings me because this is the way I remember them. The Tri-Klops and Clwaful and Manny Faces, man, these guys look absolutely perfect. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please hit like, hit subscribe, tune in for more Infinite reviews. Adam out. Peace.